sommellerie. The candidates have been here already since 8:30 this morning and did a lot of different tasks. And now we have come to announce the finalists. We're going to do this competition on Facebook today on live air, but we're also going to have it on YouTube later on. So if anyone missed anything, you can go back and look into it. So I just saw 7 strong candidates coming into the room. So let's tell who is the juries today. We have Lars Trogen. We have applause, maybe. We don't have we don't have any audience here, but we are going to applaud for you. So you can applaud at home as well if you want to. Anna Rönngren. Björnskena Antonsson. Stjärna, förlåt. Sören Polonius. Kent Hammarsten. And not at least, we have the president from the Swedish Sommelier Association, Janni Berndt Dahl. And the head of jury, Fredrik Lindfors.
Thank you, and a warm welcome to the Swedish Sommelier Championship 2021. I will actually just pass over the word to my colleague here.
Thank you, Janni. Thank you so much. And thank you, Maja, for the introduction of everyone. And this is the moment that I think everyone has been waiting for. All the grueling tasks that the candidate has been through this morning. And we just want to know who are the 3 finalists. And to say first, I would like to thank everyone for competing this year, because it's been a difficult year, a very different year for the whole industry and everyone working with restaurant and hospitality. We didn't do a Swedish championship last year, so it's been a time since everyone has been competing and showing off their skills. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone for competing, and we've seen a great job from all the competitors today. But we have 3 finalists that will compete for the title of the Swedish Sommelier Champion of 2021. So we'll do a little bit different this year. We will not call up everyone on stage due to the corona situation. So I will only be calling the 3 names that will have made it to the final. We will announce the semifinalists a little bit later after the 3 finalists. So is everyone nervous out there? I see the 7 candidates in the back, and they look a little bit anxious and ready to know who will be here in the final. And I remember from my time competing that this is when you're the most nervous, when you really want to know if you're in the final or not. So the first finalist, and welcome up here to the stage, is Miss Ellen Francione. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
The second finalist, and welcome up to the stage, Miss Emma Sieman. Congratulations, good job. And now we only have 1 more spot in the final. So the last and third name, Mr. We only have gentlemen's left waiting for the response. Mr. Marcus Henningsson.
Good job.
Congratulations. Great job.
As a tradition.
Yes, we will now see which spot you will have in the final. So Ellen, if you start first, your number, and keep your number, have a look at it and see which one you are. We start with you, Ellen.
I'm number 2.
Number 2. And Emma. number 3, and Marcus, you will be?
It's number 1.
Lucky number 1. So, Marcus, you will stay with us because you will get on the stage right away. And Ellen and Emma, you can't see anything that will happen upstairs, so you will be downstairs. Okay, good. So someone will lead you to your green room. Yes, we will get you mic'd up and ready for the final.
Perfect. Thank you.
So please stay tuned.
Marcus, if you go to Danny there, you're going to get a microphone. And we would like to present the other 4 people who've been competing today. So please, Hans Weinefalk Larsson, come up on the stage. Joakim Bogström. Thiago Martins. And Simon Bergstedt.
Great job, everyone. It's been great to having you here all day and judging you. And you know, it can only be 3 people in the final, but we would really love to see you next year. So we have a small thank you for being here, participating, and doing your best today.
And now you can relax and drink some champagne.
Exactly, and you can watch your dear friends compete of the title because they will sweat now for some time.
Okay, great. One more applause. Thank you very much. So while Marcus is getting ready, we are going to show you a short movie from one of our sponsors, Pol Roger, and we'll be back to you very soon.
Dear friend sommelier from Sweden, on behalf of all of us here in Épernay, in the heart of Champagne, at the headquarters of Pol Roger, we are very pleased to wish you all the best of success in this competition. Thank you, Frederic and Worldwide, for coordinating. We really wish you all the best. Skål to your success. Skål.
Okay, so Marcus, come up on stage. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Of course, a bit nervous.
Yeah?
But you should be nervous right now, I think.
Yeah, and is this your first time in the finals?
First time in the finals, yes.
Yeah?
I've been in one competition before.
Oh, that's a great job then. Normally you need a couple of competitions before you get in the final.
Thank you very much.
And as one of the finalists, you will go to get a place in the Swedish sommelier national team as well.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Looking forward to it a lot. Yeah. Well, I know Søren from before and Ellen as well. So yeah, it's going to be very nice to work with them in that sense as well.
Okay, great.
Really looking forward to it.
Okay, you're going to start now, so we not need to talk anymore. Okay, so the first task, you will need to go to Frederick and he will tell you more about it.
Perfect.
So welcome, I'll be right with you. Just a quick bathroom break.
Perfect.
Okay.
No rush, no rush.
So my friend and I, we've ordered a magnum bottle of the 2017 Gérard Bertrand Cigallus. And we would like you to decant and to serve this bottle for us. You will have 5 minutes to complete this task.
Yes. Can you please repeat the task?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So my friend and I, we have ordered a magnum bottle of the 2017 Gérard Bertrand Cigallus. And we would like you to decant and serve this bottle to us. And you will have 5 minutes.
Perfect.
Here we go.
Here we go. So, good afternoon. My name is Marcus and I will be your sommelier today. I heard you ordered a bottle of red. Who ordered it? Perfect. Just a moment. From Gérard Bertrand, 2017 CLS. I don't have a. I would have to stand the bottle up, but I don't think we have any sediments in this bottle, so I don't think it's gonna be any problem with the decanting itself. The cork seems to be in excellent condition. Beautiful on the nose. And a very nice choice of wine, I must say.
Now, my friend and I, we're in the mood for a vegetarian course to this wine. Would you be so kind to recommend something for us?
I would love to. So we have quite a rich, bold red wine. So I would suggest something a bit like some grilled mushroom, some maitake mushroom with shiitake, and so I'm going to just quickly stop the decant because we're not going to fit everything in that decanter. Some grilled mushroom served with a shabanmushi. So the acidity and the structure in the wine will cut through the fat of the shaban or the custard, and the mushrooms will go very, very nicely with the richness of the wine. On top, we also have a mushroom broth with let's see. I'm gonna have to stop the decant there as well to switch. So no sediments in this bottle. So I'm gonna pour everything into the decanter.
Time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is task number 2. You have some water here if you want to. Are you ready to hear the task?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay. In this task, we would like you to give us an oral technical description, full tasting method of the wines in front of you. You will have 9 minutes in total. You do not need to do any food recommendations. Use your time to describe the wines as closely as possible. Wine number 1 is to your left.
Yes. Could you please repeat the task?
Of course. In this task, we would like you to give us an oral technical description, full tasting method of the wines in front of you. You will have 9 minutes in total. You do not need to give any food recommendations. Use your time to describe the wines as closely as possible. Wine number 1 is to your left.
Yes.
Okay, then let's go.
So wine number 1 is a quite a deep garnet, red wine with a deep garnet core, fading to a slightly lighter rim with a silver lining. Have no signs of CO2 or other sediments. It's, I correct myself, it is a bit cloudy, medium viscosity, and correct on the nose. Medium intensity of a developed character. We have a lot of dried fruits, a lot of territory aromas, some coffee, caramel, and smokiness as well, signs of oak. The palate, the wine is correct. It's mature in style. It's dry, still wine. Quite rich intensity. High acidity, full-bodied. Of dry, dark fruits of cherries, blackberries, and blackcurrants. As said, signs of oak. We have some coffee, cloves, and quite herbaceous in style. Get back to you on that one. So wine number 2, we have it's a clear red wine with a medium garnet core fading to the rim with a silver lining. No signs of CO2 or other sediment. We have high viscosity. On the nose, the wine is correct. It has a quite deep intensity, mature in style. Notes of, as I said before, it's quite mature, but it's a bit more elegant. Have dried cherries, more red cherries in style, with also a lot of sign of a lot of oak. We have correct on the palate, still dry, high acidity, medium bodied, quite grippy, sandy tannins. A long, nice finish. So wine number 3. Has a medium. It's a red wine, or it's a red wine. Very mature in its appearance, brick colored, medium at the core, fading to the rim. No signs of CO2 or other sediments. Have correct on the nose, with deep intensity. Have a lot of flavors here of caramel, ground coffee, cloves, signs of oak. Dried dark fruits as well, but a lot of territory aromas. But the wine is correct. It has medium sweetness to it, high alcohol, high acidity, medium tannins, very sandy and polished. So as I said on the nose, we have a lot of caramel, grounded coffee, and a lot of dried fruits as well. Long finish. It's a fortified wine. So we'll place this in Portugal, on the island of Madeira. So at a 10-year-old Madeira from Vinhos Barbeito. So back to the first wine. Place the second wine in old world moderate climate. I would say has a lot of age to it. I would place this 1985 from the Douro Valley in Portugal. Hard to put a age to the first wine.
Okay, great. How are you feeling so far?
This was not as fun.
Okay. Because it was hard to know which beverages it was, or
Yeah, it's. I think the nerves are kicking in right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but you did a lot of tastings today, didn't you?
I did a lot of
Yeah.
tastings today. Yes, it's super nice that we have so many tastings
Yeah.
in a championship.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yes,
But of course, you have been here for many hours. So you're starting to get a little bit tired, maybe.
maybe
It looks very good anyway.
perfect.
Okay, so next task is given by the judge Lars Trogen.
Yes,
So he's just getting a microphone, but you can stay here because he's going to come here for you.
perfect.
Okay? If he's ready. Otherwise, we can chat.
Yeah. So how have you been today?
I'm good. Thank you for
Yeah,
asking. And I don't actually think I presented myself. I forgot that in the beginning. So hi, my name is Maja Samuelsson. I'm also in the sommelier. I actually work with educating sommeliers, but I do help with these competitions. But it was a couple of years since I competed myself now. So I know the feeling though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Lars is ready. So come up.
So you can stay there. This round is a rapid fire question round. I will ask you a series of questions and you will answer as many as you can within 2 minutes.
Yes.
I will not repeat any questions, so either an answer or a pass and I move on.
Thank you.
You understand the task?
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you want to call time when it starts? Which are the two principal wine-growing regions of Canada?
Ontario and British Columbia.
What is the most important wine-producing region of Lebanon?
Pass.
Where is the principal area for Swedish wine growing located?
In the southern parts in Skåne.
In which country is the region of Kakheti located?
Pass.
What grape variety is most closely associated with the Nemea region?
It is Kekfrankos.
In the foothills of which mountain range are the grapes for the wine Aujun grown?
Pass.
Which Hungarian wine region borders Austria by Lake Neusiedlersee?
Burgenland.
On what island is the grape variety Chacarello commonly found?
Pass.
What is the synonym for Chardonnay in Styria?
I know this, but pass.
In which two states is the Columbia Valley AVA located?
Washington.
Which is considered to be the flagship variety of the Elgin region?
Pinot Noir.
Waipara is located within which region of New Zealand?
Pass.
When does the blending take place in traditional method sparkling winemaking?
Which part of the? Oh yeah, no. After the fermentation.
What is the main grape variety in Salice Salentino DOC?
Pass.
Name one of the Portuguese grape varieties now permitted to plant in Bordeaux AOC.
Touriga Nacional.
What is the most widely planted red grape in Austria?
Blaufränkisch.
Which style or styles of wine can be made in Tavel AOC?
Only rosés.
Which red grape is most commonly found around Bouzeron? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So next task will be given to you by Anna Rönnegren. Are you ready? Okay, she's going to get a microphone as well.
So let's chat.
So let's chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you feel about this if you compare to the wine tasting?
Yeah, it was. I felt a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, with the first task.
Yeah.
Or with this than the first task.
Yeah. And
Even though there are some questions that you know it, but
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment you
But it's very hard to answer very quickly and oral, I think. Normally I need to sit and write it down. It's easier for me anyway. But everyone is different, I guess.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Okay, she's getting ready. So normally also it feels better when you come into you've been standing on stage for a while now. You've
Yes.
been talking.
So
Get a little bit more relaxed.
I agree.
Okay, good. So you can stay here, but she's going to sit over there and read the question. You can stay at the
Perfect.
table.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
We would love to eat oven-baked salmon with lemon sauce, dill, and roasted potatoes. I know that you would love to recommend a white wine, but today we are really up for a heavy red wine with a lot of identity. Can you please recommend something for us? You will have 2 minutes to complete this task.
Can you please repeat the task?
Of course. We would like to eat oven-baked salmon with lemon sauce, dill, and roasted potatoes. I know that you would love to recommend a white wine to this, but today we are up for a really heavy red wine with a lot of identity. Can you please recommend something for us?
Of course. So, as said, we will probably work better with a white wine, but of course we're going to have a heavy red wine with this course. It's going to work fantastically. So I would serve something with the H. I would go something from the Bordeaux region in France, going with a 1961 Cheval Blanc from Saint-Emilion. So very good vintage, so it's still going to be very much alive and still have some nice fruit to it, but be very developed. Elegance is key here when we serve a wine or a bold red wine for a fish dish. So the acidity in the wine will help with the fat part of the course and the structure, because we will have some fine polished tannins in the wine. That will take care of the fatty parts of the fish as well, and the maturity here as well. So we're gonna have some nice floor notes and dried fruits. I would say that the saltiness and the fattiness in the course will also help to bring the fruit forward of the wine. And I mean, 1961 Cheval Blanc is an amazing wine to start with. And now standing here talking about it, I could almost go for that wine for the course. And it's not always that you want to have a white wine with the fish as well. Sometimes you in for the reds. And yeah, it's as said, the fat parts. Salmon is quite a fat fish.
Okay, so we're already at task number 5. Ska vi ta bort glasen kanske? Topp. Där kan jag få behålla.
Den får jag ha kvar. Tack.
Okay, so in front of you, you find 3 papers. Your task is to choose one of them and in 2 minutes tell us as much as possible about what's written on the other side of the paper. The time will start when you turn the paper.
Yes.
Did you understand?
I understand the task.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
So 1855 it's a year associated with Bordeaux. So it was appropriate that we spoke about Bordeaux just now. It's when the classification or the cru's of Bordeaux was stated, depending on then what price and what quality the wines were. But we're still at there today, except for one exception in the Premier Cru level. So one producer who has elevated from 2SM to Premier, and it's the Mouton Rothschild. So in the first in the Premier Cru we have the Mouton Rothschild, Lafite Rothschild, Latour, and Margaux. Also Haut-Brion. Yeah, and we have down to 5 separate crus. That was decided in 1855. Also with the Grave and the sweet wines of Bordeaux as well in Sauternes and Barsac and so on. yeah, it's a year that will always be with us in Bordeaux. I think even how much everything changes. So in Sauternes, we have only difference with the wines on the Medoc on the west part of Bordeaux. It's only one producer is at the highest level, and it's Château du Rhône. Yeah, I would say more about 1855.
Okay. So did it feel okay?
Yeah, maybe.
So when you choose the middle one, did you have a strategy for that?
Not really, actually. Going with the gut, I guess.
Are you happy with the choice?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I am.
Okay, great. So next task number 6. This task is about identification of pictures. You will see 20 pictures in total. Please give a full name and occupation for the person on the picture. Each picture will stay for 10 seconds.
Could you please repeat the task?
Yes. This task is about identification of pictures. You will see 20 pictures in total. Please give full name and occupation for the person on the picture. Each picture will stay for 10 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's Daniella. He works with a sommelier or wine podcast called I'll Drink to That. This is Jancis Robinson, probably one of the most famous women in the wine industry. She's an author, master of wine. Oh, this guy. It's a lot of bearded winemakers. I'm gonna go with Raúl Pérez, the first one. Here we have oh, this guy I recognize. Fortunately, can't tell the name of him. He's a winemaker. Winemaker, could it be Henri Gérard, Burgundy? Yeah, I guess he's also a winemaker. Don't know the name. Can't remember. This is Andreas Larson. He's a sommelier and yeah, he's a world champion in sommellerie. He's in the Master Sommelier. I can't remember his name. This is he's from Germany. He recently won the world's best sommelier. Cannot remember the name. Oh, this is this is embarrassing. Well, he's an old sommelier who died last year. This is also a French sommelier, or yeah. Can't think of the name.
Dear friends,
Okay, so task number 7. You are the new sommelier at the restaurant and working with the previous sommelier's wine list. You believe that the wine list has some faults. We would like you to correct the wine list. 5 marks will be given per correct answer, 2 minus will be given per incorrect answer, but you will not be given any minus for not answering at all.
Thank you.
You will have 30 seconds per slide.
Yes.
It's okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Cru Rosé is not a vintage, it's a non-vintage. Inniskillen doesn't make sparkling Tempranillo Rosé. Vinoteksfylling is not a Federspiel, it's a Smaragd. And Kungsgård Chardonnay is not from Sonoma, it's from Napa Valley. Motor Chile Aileda Jean is not a red wine, it's their white wine. City family is not located in Olifants River, located more south. Inniskillen doesn't make ice wine of Cabernet Franc.
Okay. Task number 8. You will now, on the PowerPoint, see cocktails based on gin. Your task is to give all the ingredients to the drink cocktail named. You get 1 mark per correct ingredient, but 1 minus mark if you name an incorrect ingredient. Try to complete as many cocktails as possible. If you finish on time with 75% correct answer, you will be giving 5 extra marks. You have 3 minutes in total.
Could you please repeat the task?
Yes. You will now on the PowerPoint see cocktails based on gin. Your task is to give all the ingredients to the drink cocktail named. You get 1 mark per correct ingredient, but 1 minus mark if you name an incorrect ingredient. Try to complete as many cocktails as possible. If you finish on time with 75% correct answer, you will be giving 5 extra marks. You have 3 minutes in total.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gimlet is gin. It's lime cordial and sparkling water. No, and ice. Negroni is gin, of course, sweet vermouth, and Campari. Vesper is gin. Have Nolly Prat or dry vermouth with some Lillet Blanc. The French 75 is gin, of course. We have Cointreau lime juice and sparkling wine. Gin, of course. Lime juice. Well, gin and tonic, and a wedge of lemon if you prefer. Gin, of course, Monkey 47, perhaps. South side is gin, it's lime juice, sugar syrup, and I can't remember more.
Great. It's many tasks.
Many tasks,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay, so what has been so far the worst and the best thing, do you think?
The worst for sure, choking on on the wines, the blind test, of course. But the most fun, I enjoyed the cocktail thing. I think it was nice. Also, the speed round was a bit more comfortable.
Where are you working?
I'm
restaurant?
working at Restaurant Franzen here in
Yeah?
Stockholm.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Do you work a lot with cocktails?
We often get some cocktail rounds
Yeah?
at the end of the lunch. Yes, we do.
Mm.
It's fun. It is.
Well, that's great.
Mm.
They are getting ready for the next task here. So we will soon be ready to go to
Yes.
task number 9. Okay. Johnny, is it ready? Okay, great. Okay, so we can go over here. Okay. Your task is to pour a bottle of champagne divided into 10 glasses and empty the bottle. The bottle must be empty when the last glass is poured. You are not allowed to go back to a previous poured glass when you have started to pour a new glass. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task. Okay?
Do I taste the wine before I stop pouring?
Would you like me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Your task is to pour a bottle of champagne divided into 10 glasses and empty the bottle. The bottle must be empty when the last glass is poured. You are not allowed to go back to a previous poured glass when you have started to pour a new glass. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a big glass for
It is a big glass, so
for the head.
one happy judge.
Yeah,
Søren?
the head judge probably, or Søren. Would be a good idea. Okay, so that was actually the last task for now.
Last task for now?
Yes.
Perfect.
So you're going to go back to the green room, have some air, some water, relax.
Thank
Okay?
you. Perfect.
Okay, so big applause for Marcus. You can go over here.
Tack.
Okay, so we're going to have a short break before the next candidate is coming up to get a microphone and everything. We will be really happy if you comment in the Facebook field. It's over 130 people actually watching, so we are very happy with that. But please comment, share on the people who is competing, and ask questions if you don't see what's happening or if you have any other questions you would like to be answered, so we can help you with that. The final, we plan it's going to be done around 6 o'clock. Then we're going to have a break around maybe half an hour. And then we're going to announce who is the winner at around 6:30. But this is still our goal. We have no idea if we're going to be that in time. I can also recommend or tell you a little bit about the task number 5, when the candidate is standing here on the table and he have 3 different papers. It is actually 3 different words behind the papers that you haven't seen, and no candidate is here now, right? Is it okay for me to tell the 3 different words? No. Okay.
They don't have their phones.
Oh, of course they don't, I guess. Because otherwise they could see everything. So is it okay for me to tell? Okay, maybe not. Maybe you will know later. But you know one of the ones anyways now with 1855. So, okay, so we're going to show you a short movie. And you are going to have some more wines at home. And you can go to the toilet. And we'll be back in around 5 minutes.
2020 was the bicentenary year of the founding of Graham's, so 200 years since the founding of Graham's. And to do so, we have released this 2015 vintage Graham's LBV port to celebrate this special event. The wines that have been selected for this are exclusively from our own vineyard properties. They come from vintage port quality vineyards and then have been put together and this for bottling. Late bottled vintage is a wine that spends double the time in vats than a vintage port, so the wine is a bit more approachable and at an earlier age for drinking. The 2015 has got wonderful aromatic blackberry fruit flavors, a bit of licorice. It's got lovely gum cistus, rock rose aromatics that are particularly relevant to the Touriga Franca, which makes up a large proportion of this blend, having had such a successful year in 2015. And on the occasion of the Swedish Sommeliers Association Championships, I wish you all the very best of luck.
Okay, so it's time for the second candidate, Ellen Francione. Come up on stage. Okay, so how are you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
So how do you think, this is not your first time in the finals.
No.
You've been a lot of times here.
Yeah.
So do you feel any difference this time?
I don't know. Maybe I feel a little bit calmer.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I don't know because if it is because it was so long time ago, it
Mhm.
was a competition, or if it's just because I've been doing this a couple of times.
Yeah, or
Don't
maybe
know.
also because of COVID and we do online instead of audience.
Yeah,
Or
but I feel I'm missing the audience a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is a good trigger point.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But I can tell you that we have 130 people looking right now. So
Oh.
you have an audience over
Perfect.
there. Okay, so but your plan was actually not to compete this year, was it?
Yeah, it was.
It
To
was.
to not do it.
No, to not do
Exactly.
it. Why? Tell us.
No, but I felt I won 2019, and I felt very satisfied with that. And I don't know. I felt like maybe it was time for someone else to get the spot, so to speak. But then everything changed because I mean, the tickets to World Championship and so on. So it felt like it was time to get back to the game instead.
Yeah, great. Okay, so let's get started.
Perfect.
The first task is going to be presented by Fredrik over there. So you can go to him.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
So my friend and I, we have ordered a magnum bottle of the 2017 Gérard Bertrand Sigalus.
Yeah.
And we would like you to decant and serve us this bottle.
Yeah.
You will have 5 minutes for this task.
Lovely.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Time starts now.
Well, welcome. Just give me a minute and I'll come back with your wine. So, sir, we're having the Sigalus 2017 from Gérard Bertrand. Even if this bottle has been lying down, I will dare to put it standing up because it's a very useful vintage, so we don't really expect any sediments. It's fine for you. Of course, I will still handle it very carefully. So someone said that the Magnum is perfect for two if one is driving, but I really hope no one of you is driving today. Cork is in great condition. Hope you don't mind if I sample.
Go ahead.
Wine is in great condition by the nose. Wine is in perfect condition.
Now we're actually in the mood of having a vegetarian course with this wine.
Fantastic.
Would you be so kind to recommend something for us?
Of course. So we're having some tannins to it. We're also having some fresh acidity in the wine. So I think we can work with something with a little bit of the richer textures in food. And something that I would love to pair together with this is stepped mushroom risotto just top with a little bit of truffles, so some richer components with mellowed tannins, and we're also having, as I said, the acidity to break through a little bit of the richer notes. Feels that suitable for you?
Sounds lovely.
Nice. And as expected, there was no sediment in the bottle. Would you like to sample, sir?
Yes, please. It's lovely, thank you.
Thanks so much. Would you like to keep the cork?
You can take it.
Thank you. Would you like to have the bottle on the table?
Yes, please.
Perfect. And the decanters, may I keep it in our cave de chaux so we'll have a good temperature?
Of course.
Lovely. Are you feeling for any water together with the wine?
Yes, please.
Perfect. And today we're working with the Pellegrino water, some beautiful sparkling water from Italy.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, Ellen, so you can come to me. Okay, feeling good?
Yeah.
Getting into it? Okay.
Yeah, that was a warm-up, good.
Good. So task number 2. In this task, we would like you to give us an oral technical description, full tasting method of the wines in front of you. You will have 9 minutes in total. You do not need to give any food recommendations. Use your time to describe the wines as closely as possible. Wine number 1 is to your left.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
Time starts now.
So in glass number 1, we're having a dull matte red wine with a moderate color intensity. We're having quite opaque core, going for more tawny rim. I would say it's moderate viscosity, and we're having some, of course, some sediments in the glass, but no CO2. On the nose, the wine is clean in the fruit structure, but still is having, I would say, a lot of dried fruit to it. It's a moderate intensity, and the fruit feels, to be honest, a little bit tired. Feels like it might be past best. But what we find in the glass today is we're having a lot of vegetal notes, such as forest floor. We're finding also some dried herbs, a lot of dried sage, and also finding a lot of animalic notes like leather and a lot of smoked charcuteries. I would say this is all this notes wine showing also that it has been aged for a long time. And the wine is also showing perceptible oak, meaning it's been oak aged. On the palate, wine is clean, dry, still wine with a moderate body and quite mouth-coating texture to it. Upfront acidity and a moderate flavor intensity. On the palate, wine feels more fresher due to acidity in wine. It feels more alive, and we're finding more of the more red fruit characters. We're finding some dried cranberries and some dry red cherries. Also, yet again, the wine evoking more of the animalic notes, such as leather and some smoked charcuteries, as well as the vegetal notes, such as forest floor and some mushrooms. And of course, the wine showing also these herbal notes, such as dried sage and some thyme, and the wine showing perceptible oak, and it's, as I said, developed. We're having quite fine grain tannin structure, and the alcohol feels balanced. And we're having a medium finish. This is a wine made in a traditional vinification style. It's from a moderate climate. This is a wine made of Nebbiolo grape. This is a Barolo from Piedmont, Italy. Vintage 1996. I think this is something that we definitely should sell more. I think it's on this way over the peak, maybe a little bit, but at this moment I think it's actually, the taste is very beautiful of it. And I would like to serve this together also with sorry, we did I would like to serve this in 16 degrees in larger coupe glasses and no aerating, but I think it might need a decanting. In the second glass we're having a clear, brilliant red wine with moderate color intensity. We're having a ruby red core going for a more garnet rim. It's moderate viscosity, no CO2 or sediments. It's a clean, moderate intensity notes. We're finding yet again a lot of these red fruit characters. We're finding some dried cranberries, hints of some lingonberries, and also more of these herbaceous notes such as dried sage and thyme, and also this forest floor and mushrooms. Here we're also finding some minerality, going more for quite earthy texture. The wine showing perceptible oak, and it's developing, or developed, I would say. It's a clean, dry, still wine with a medium body, quite crisp texture to it. It's upfront acidity and moderate flavor intensity. Yet again on the palate, the wine evoking more of the red fruit characters. We're finding some dry lingonberries, some cranberries. We're also finding these vegetable notes such as forest floor, some fried mushrooms, and also showing a lot of this minerality, quite earthy in style. And we're also finding yet again this I would say more of also the herbaceous notes such as dried sage and thyme. The wine showing perceptible oak, and it's developed. It's having the tannins feel very mature, so to speak. They are today showing very silky in style, and we're having a well-integrated alcohol and moderate finish to it. This is also wine in a traditional vinification style, and it's from a moderate climate. This is also wine from made of the Nebbiolo grape from the Barolo, Piedmont, Italy. This is likely young vintage. This is from 1998 instead, and I would like to serve this in 16 degrees in large coupe glasses. I will also say drink now and not cellar anymore. In glass number 3, we're having a clear, brilliant white wine with a moderate intensity. It's a amber core going for a golden rim. Quite high viscosity, moderate high viscosity. I'm finding some pieces of some cork or in my glass, but no CO2. It's a clean, medium intense notes. Here you're finding a lot of this nutty notes. You're finding a lot of hazelnuts, some beautiful caramels, almonds. This is wine also evoking some yeasty notes. We're finding like some brioche bread and also hints of some toffee. This is wine that's been oak aged, and it's developing. is a clean, sweet, still wine with medium body, quite mouth coating, round texture to it. It's still having a fresh acidity, quite upfront in style, and a moderate flavor intensity. Yet on the palate, the wine evoking a lot of these nutty flavors. We're having a lot of hazelnuts, some caramelized almonds, and we're also on the palate, we're finding a little bit of some citrus notes. It's like baked orange or orange peel, like caramelized in style. And yet again, we're also finding more of these juicy notes, such as brioche in style. And this is a wine showing perceptible oaks. It's been oak aged, and it is developing. And we're having no tannins and a little bit higher alcohol. This is a wine that's probably been fortified, and we're having medium finish. As I said before, this is wine that's the vinification style of this is, of course, a fortified wine, and it's from a moderate climate. This is a sweet Oloroso from Jerez, Spain. I would say this is of around 30 years of aging, and this drinks very well now, but will also keep on going for a long time. This is nothing you need to be stressed about to drink very quickly, I would say. This is something I would like to serve a little bit cooler. We serve it around.
Okay, so how did you feel? Was it hard
Yeah,
or
it's interesting, I would say.
interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, so in what way?
The wines were interesting, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, so the next task is going to be presented by Lars, but you can stay here.
Thank you.
So, this round is going to be the rapid fire question round that you're well aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I will not repeat a single question.
Perfect.
It's either an answer or a pass.
Yeah.
Do you understand the task?
Yeah. Tack.
Call time. Which are the 2 principal wine-growing regions of Canada?
The Grape Peninsula and pass.
What is the most important wine-producing region of Lebanon?
Bekaa Valley.
Where is the principal area for Swedish wine growing located?
In Skåne, southern part.
In which country is the region of Kakheti located?
Georgia.
What grape variety is most closely associated with the Nemea region?
Liatico.
In the foothills of which mountain range are the grapes for the wine Aoun grown?
Pass.
Which Hungarian wine region borders Austria by Lake Neusiedlersee?
Sopron.
On what island is the grape variety Schiacarello commonly found?
Corsica.
What is the synonym for Chardonnay in Styria?
Murillo.
In which 2 states are the Columbia Valley AVA located?
Pass.
Which is considered to be the flagship grape variety of the Elgin region?
Chenin Blanc.
Waipara is located within which region of New Zealand?
Gasburn.
When does the blending take place in traditional method sparkling winemaking?
In the final stage, after wine clary, after the first fermentation.
What is the main grape variety in Salice Salentino DOC?
Carmenere.
Name one of the Portuguese grape varieties now permitted to plant in Bordeaux AOC.
Pass.
What is the most widely planted red grape in Austria?
Blaufränkisch.
Which style or styles of wine can be made in Tavel AOC?
Rosé.
Which red grape is most commonly found around the Bouzeron?
Algoté.
What is Schilf wine?
A rosé wine made of black grapes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so task number 4, you can stand here, but Anna Rönngren is going to present it in a bit when she's done. But you had COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Can you tell us? You
No,
got nervous, right?
Yeah, but I was very lucky. I had maybe a day or two, I had some problems with taste buds. Otherwise, it was good that I didn't. It wasn't good to have it, but it was good that it didn't affect my taste buds. I would say I blind taste it every single day just to keep track of it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that would be very nervous to get it because it was 3 weeks before the competition or something.
No, I think it was 5 weeks.
Okay,
and,
5
so,
weeks.
Yeah, so I've been back for a couple of weeks. So.
Okay, great.
Now
great.
I feel much stronger than before.
Great, as it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Anna is ready, so she's going to present a task.
Hi.
We would like to eat oven-baked salmon with lemon sauce, dill, and roasted potatoes. And I know that you would love to recommend a white wine for this. However, I'm up for a really heavy red wine with a lot of identity. Can you please recommend something for us? And you will have 2 minutes to complete the task.
Of course. So, sorry. So for this heavy red wine, I think we can pair it together very well if we work with something. I mean, we're still having a wine with a lot of acidity to help to break through some of the richer notes in this course. And I would say, I don't really know what's a heavy wine for you is feeling, but maybe we can recommend you a beautiful Barolo. So we're having 2008 Barolo from Giuseppe Mascarello, the San Stefano de Perno, and so Piedmont region. And this is wine with some acidity and tannins that actually will mellow together with this course. I mean, an oven-baked salmon, I know it sounds very light, but still having a lot of fat on it, which will help to mellow this wine. And I think it also works very well if we serve it maybe a little bit cooler. We serve it around 15, 16 degrees. We also, if you don't mind, I would like to aerate it. We can aerate it 2 hours prior serving, also just to, help the wine to really settle and be more joyful together with your course. And of course, this is wine I would love to serve in a larger coupe glasses. And I think even if we're having these tannins, I think the course you're describing, we don't have that much umami, which sometimes can be problems together with the tannins. There is a course with a lot of just rich components and acidity to it. So I don't think, if that's something you would feel for, I think it still would be a good combination, so to speak. And I mean, in the end, it's most important always to have something you like in the glass and something to eat that you love. I mean, that is, in the end, that is what food and wine is all about, just enjoying things we love. So I hope that will suit you.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, great. You can have some water if you want to, Ellen.
Thank you.
It's quite hot in here, right?
It's super warm here.
It feels like we're on a beach in Thailand.
Yeah. A little bit like a sauna even.
Yeah.
Quite due
nice.
to the humidity.
Okay, so the next task number 5. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so in front of you, you find 3 papers. Your task is to choose one of them and in 2 minutes tell us as much as possible about what's written on the other side of the paper. In the time will start when you turn the paper.
The time, sorry.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Please. Can you please repeat the question?
In front of you, you find 3 papers. Your task is to choose one of them and in 2 minutes tell us as much as possible about what is written on the other side of the paper. The time will start when you turn the paper.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, okay. No,
sorry,
just one of them.
But I need to see. Okay.
So you just choose one of them and then you start.
Sorry.
Okay.
No
worries.
Okay, so Angela Gaia, it's the founder of Gaia, of course, a very famous producer in Italy. So what the most famous are, of course, they're Nebbiolo-based wines from Piedmont area. What Angelo Gaia did was he didn't want to put himself in the boxes about regulations and so on. So he just named the wines without really putting any legal definitions on on the labels, which I think was genius, which also making it possible to do whatever he felt for. Unfortunately, Angelo Gaia passed away. I think it was maybe last year. So, but he's having his daughter Gaia that's driving the domain ahead, and I think he's been really laying the grounds of especially the Barolo area, which he's been working with in for so many of these other producers. I think what he really put was a ground for everyone to grow on, and also to really push our winemakings forward, and also making wine with a lot of personality. Of course, Angelo Gaia's wines always are very high price, it's exclusive wines. As today, they also are labeled with like Barolo and Barbaresco and so on. But I think a big part of what he did was actually to not really put any legal layer on label on the wines. Gaia, of course, they're also doing some wines from Tuscany. They're also working with, of course, some white wines as well, and they're really built now, I would say, quite famous empire, so to speak, of winemaking.
Great work. Task 6. So we're going to use the PowerPoint. This task is about identification of pictures. You will see 20 pictures in total. Please give a full name and occupation for the person on the picture. Each picture will stay for 10 seconds. Did you understand the task?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is Steven Spurrier. He was holding wine auctions. Oh, he's having a pod. I drink to that. Winemaker. Jancis Robinson, I would say mostly author. Winemaker. Didier Daguenot, definitely winemaker. Ernst Lawson, also winemaker, located in Mosel Valley, Germany. Winemaker. Winemaker. Wine author. Winemaker. He's a flying winemaker. Denis de Bourdieu. Author. Oh, a young Andreas Larson. Yeah, she was working sommelier. I think we can put him on, but also former world champion. Michael. Mark Albert, the ruling world championship from Germany, but he's of course working sommelier. Gérard Bertrand, former sommelier, unfortunately he's passed away. Julie Depois. No, winemaker.
Some hard pictures.
Past Lemonson. Of course. Sometimes you have it in the back. It just.
It's just nice to say it out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
frustrating.
yeah, I know it is. But okay. So, next task, also going to be on the PowerPoint. You are the new sommelier at the restaurant and working with the previous sommelier's wine list. You believe that the wine list has some faults. We would like you to correct the wine list. 5 marks will be given per correct answer. 2 minus will be given per incorrect answer, but you will not be given any minus for not answering at all. You will have 30 seconds per slide.
Okay.
It's okay?
Thank you. Yeah. Inniskillen located in the Grape Peninsula. They haven't done a Tempranillo, but they have done a Cabernet Franc Rosé. Krug 07 is not released. Rosé Brew, no. Ferrari is not located in Franciacorta. They are in Trento. Kungsgård located in Napa Valley, not Sonoma. Isle d'Argent and Mouton's, there are Mouton's white wine, should be on the white ones of red. Sail located in Svartland of Alphens River. Chateau Musar 61 is not made. Chateau de Chem, of course, is a first cru, not a Grand Cru Superior. I would call it the first growth, so to speak.
Okay, many tasks.
Yeah, but it's nice.
So let's go to task number 8.
Thank you.
You will now on the PowerPoint see cocktails based on gin. Your task is to give all the ingredients to a drink, cocktail named. You will get 1 mark per correct ingredient, but 1 minus mark if you name an incorrect ingredient. Try to complete as many cocktails as possible. If you finish on time with 75% correct answer, you will be given 5 extra marks. You have 3 minutes in total.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Gimlet, we're having, of course, gin, soda, and lemon juice. Negroni, gin, vermouth, and Campari. Vesper is also a cocktail served together with Campari and gin, served in martini glass. French 75, gin, lemon juice, simple syrup shake, topped with champagne served in coupe. Aviation is pass. a gin and tonic, gin tonic, ice, and lemon wheel. Gin, monkey whiskey, served on ice. Ooh. Having gin, cherry herring, cherry liqueur, and pineapple juice, served in a highball glass with ice. Pass.
Okay, great. How was that?
That was tough.
That's tough?
I think it's time. Think it's time to go more to bars. Have more cocktails. It feels like.
That sounds like a good task.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been working a lot with cocktails before?
No.
Could you tell the viewers where you're working today?
Yeah, I'm working at Gaia. So we don't do any cocktails.
Yeah.
We do a really good on dry martinis and gin and tonics, I would say.
Okay.
That's my safeguard.
Yeah. Okay.
I have someone at home that can make the cocktails if I like.
That's nice. Though.
Yeah.
So if you look to the day so far, what's been the best or most fun thing and what's been most difficult, do you think?
I don't really think I can pick any topic, but it's been very good atmosphere in the group today. I think it gives a lot of the competition days. Sometimes it's so tense, but we've been quite, relaxed in the group, I would say.
That's nice.
So that's been, I would say that might be the top from it. Also, it's been a lot of different tasks. So I think, or hopefully, everyone got a chance to really show the skills.
That's good.
But also the weakness.
Yes, true. Okay, so task number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Are the judges ready? Okay, so we can go over here to the table. Your task is to pour a bottle of champagne divided into 10 glasses and empty the bottle. The bottle must be empty when the last glass is poured. You are not allowed to go back to a previous poured glass when you have started to pour a new glass. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Okay, is Jenny ready with the time?
Yes.
Okay, then start.
I hope you don't mind if I sample, just to make sure we're not serving any defect wines. And today we're working with this beautiful Pol Roger non-vintage gick. So same amount of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. Lucky number 10, right?
Okay, great work, Ellen.
Thank you.
You're actually done for now.
For now, or?
Yeah, you never know.
No.
So relax, go back in the green room, have a glass of water.
Thank you so much.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Okay, so we are also going to have a quick break. We're going to get the last candidate. But I would like to tell you, because we got some questions and you are now encouraging the candidates much more, so we are very happy for that. A lot of comments, please share for them. But I would like you to tell you a little bit what happened in the semifinals. So in the semifinals, they did a lot of different tasks as well, the candidates. We had wine tasting, 3 different white wines, 3 different red wines with full description. This was written tasting. We have a spirit tasting, which 6 different spirits. And normally when you do a spirit tasting, you should say the category of spirit, you should say the raw material, the country, and the producer. Then they had a quite fun task as well, which was a case, which was written. And you were about to tell about the declining trend of sweet wines. You should reason about it, why you think it's happening. You should come up with ideas how to be able to sell more sweet wines and how we are going to present this for customers on the restaurants today. Very fun task. Then it was some practical tasks as well. We had a sparkling wine service, we had a decanting, and it was food and wine with a 5-course dinner where they were supposed to recommend different natural wines. So, and then we had this different 9 tasks as well. So we have 3 sommeliers that are quite tired in a bit here. But we will be back to you in 5 minutes. So pour some nice to drink and I see you in a bit.
I was always convinced that for making great wines, you need to have a live soil. I started to read the book of Rudolf Steiner in 2002, and it was like a revelation. Now, we have close to 2,000 acres converted to the biodynamic agriculture.
And as Gérard said, these are wines that taste of somewhere and not of something.
Our Grand Vin are the fullest expression of a terroir. All we are here to do is to reveal this terroir. We gain the support of wine growers to promote and encourage the expansion of organic farming in our region.
We have a climate and environment ideal for organic farming.
And our ambition is to spread out in the world the message of the diversity of the terroir and the excellence of the wine from the south of France.
Welcome back. We have the last candidate here. So, Emma, up on stage. How are you feeling?
Well, it's a warm and cozy feeling up here in the room.
Yes, it is.
If I felt a little bit chilly, I'm not feeling that right now, no.
No, we can pretend we are in Thailand on the beach somewhere. Serving
lovely.
wines.
Yeah.
So you have been in the finals a couple of times before, right?
Well, it have become a thing.
Yeah,
the last couple of years, yes.
And you won the Swedish championship as well?
In
Was it
2018.
18, yes. And then 19, Ellen won. So you're up for revenge this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's my turn. Yeah.
Okay, good. And your life has changed a little bit since you competed last time, right?
Well, the slow year of Corona 2020 hasn't been too slow for me.
No?
Right now, I think my husband is juggling a soon-to-be 5 months baby.
Yeah.
That has been away from me for a couple of hours now. Hope they are doing all right.
So what's the big difference? Have you get any difference with the aroma of the nose?
No, I think that I kept it quite well.
Okay.
There
Good.
was a period of time where things were a little bit more disgusting. But I kept on working as long as I could, and that also kept my senses quite clear.
Okay.
And afterwards, well, of course, I needed some calibrations on that palette with, for example, acidity and bitterness. But, well, that's something that everyone should do from time to time.
True. Very true. Okay, so you're ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay, good. Task number 1 is going to be over at Fredrik. So you can go there.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
So my friend and I, we have ordered a magnum bottle of the 2017 Gérard Bertrand Cigallus. And we would like you to decant the bottle and serve it to us. You will have 5 minutes for this task. Do you understand?
Could you repeat?
Of course. So we have ordered a magnum bottle of the 2017 Gérard Cigallus. We would like you to decant the bottle and to serve it for us. And for this, you will have 5 minutes.
Okay.
And time starts now.
Thank you. Good day. Welcome. My name is Emma. I'm your sommelier today. Who ordered the bottle? Thank you. Well, sir, we have your Gérard Bertrand 2017 Cigallus. It's from the southern parts of France. It's also biodynamic certified. And we keep them lying, but I will raise this bottle up because I do not expect too much sediment. It's a base with mainly Syrah and Grenache.
Thank you.
The cork is in good condition. May I sample your wine?
Go ahead.
and the wine is in good condition.
We're actually in the mood of having a vegetarian course with this wine. Would you be so kind to recommend something to go along with the wine?
Oh, absolutely. It's actually a very good pairing with our full roasted cauliflower puree with some brown butter and roasted walnuts, variation on almonds. This is a wine with a bright fruit-forward acidity, and it got a firm tannin structure, so it will really benefit from some creamy and salty textures. And let's just see some fine sediments. I will stop there. The cork for inspection.
Thank you. It's lovely.
Perfect. Would you like to keep the cork at the table?
You can take it.
And the bottle?
Yes, please. I'd like it.
Okay, Emma, you can come over here, please. So how are you feeling? Task number 1 is done.
Yeah, a little bit slow, of course.
Okay.
But I think we can speed things up.
Okay, good. Let's do that. Okay, so task number 2. You can stand over here. In this task, we would like you to give us an oral technical description, full tasting method of the wines in front of you. You will have 9 minutes in total. You do not need to give any food recommendations. Use your time to describe the wines as closely as possible. Wine number 1 is to your left. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so let's go.
Glass number 1. It's a it's a highly intense, clear, but slightly dull red brownish wine with a very deep amber core, paling rim, elevated viscosity. No, it got a fine misty sediment, no bubbles, gives a developing impression. The nose is correct. We find a developed, intense aroma profile driven by leather. There's also tobacco, layers with roasted coffee. We find a dried fruit profile with raisins. There's also some dark red apples and blackberries. This wine has seen oak and it's in a developing state. The wine is correct. We got a still wine with medium-high acidity. It's dry in style. The tannins are polished. They are velvety on the palate, but at a medium level. Quite firm. Alcohol is slightly warming. It's a full-bodied style of wine. It's of moderate intensity, and the flavor profile is matching the nose with this dried fruit profile. Find red apples. There's also dried red apples, dried strawberries, just a hint of fresh blackberries, dried blueberries as well. And we can pick out leather, tobacco, just a hint of vanilla and cloves. And it feels slightly oxidized, can confirm oak aging. This wine got a long finish, it's of good quality, and it's has reached some level of maturity. It's in a developing state. Would like to place this in a maritime climate. France, this is a wine from Bordeaux. It's from the southern, the right border, and it's based mainly on Merlot, but also with some additional Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. It's a older vintage, like 2001, and would like to decant it to remove sediment and serve it in large tulip-shaped glasses at a temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. In glass number 2, we find a medium intense, clear but dull red wine with a deep brick core and a pale brick rim. It's a elevated viscosity, no sediment or bubbles, gives a developing or matured, we'll change to matured impression. The nose is correct. We got medium intense aromas driven by red fruit like cherries, very ripe cherries, this tart fruit like cranberries and goji, some green tea. We find leather and tobacco and cloves, just a hint of forest floor. This wine has seen oak aging, and it's at a developing state. The wine is correct. It's a still wine with medium high acidity. It's dry in style. The tannins are firm and slightly grippy at a medium level. It's a warming alcohol. We got a medium high intensity, and it's a full-bodied style of wine. The flavor profile is matching the nose but lacking a little bit of the fruit. So we have more leather. There's a hint of stable, hay, tobacco, coffee, and we have these goji berry, cranberry, and very ripe cherries on the profile. It's a medium long finish. It's of good quality, and this wine is fully matured. I would place it in a moderate climate, France, Languedoc. This is a blend with Syrah in the base, just a hint of Grenache, and it's a older vintage, like 1995. This wine has reached its peak. Would like to just open it up, let it breathe in a carafe, and I would like to serve it in large tulip-shaped glasses at the temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. In the third glass, we find a medium intense, clear, but still slightly dull brown wine. It got elevated, thick curtains, and no sedimental bubbles, gives a developed impression. The nose is correct. We got intense aromas driven by cacao. There's caramelized sugar, crème brûlée, nougat. There's also raisins, dried plums, dark fruit. This wine has seen oak. There's layers with vanilla, and it's a developed style. The wine is correct. This is a still wine with low acidity. It's dry in... This is a fully sweet wine. It got very finely grained, integrated medium-level tannins. Alcohol is warming. This is a fortified wine. And it of medium body. It got a high intensity. The flavors are driven by this chocolate, milk chocolate, caramelized sugar, crème brûlée. There's a hint of coffee and cacao. We find some raisins and dark plums. This is a wine that has spent time on oak, and it's fully oxidized. It got a long finish. It's of good quality. Would like to place it in a Mediterranean climate, France. This is from the region of Banjul. It's a Grenache-based wine, and it's from the producer Masamiel. It's a non-vintage 40-year-old blend. This wine does not develop from further aging, but it will keep forever. Would like to aerate it in a carafe before service and serve it in small tulip-shaped glasses at a temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. In glass number 1, I would like to change the year. This is a vintage 1997.
time.
Okay. So, what did you think about the wines?
Oh, tricky.
Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
Well, there is so many layers of flavors that develop in a glass. So I think I could change my mind a little bit back and forth here as I go. And I would like to spend more time with them, of course, and see where they are going.
True. True. Okay. So next task is going to be presented by Lars, and it's coming to you here. But you can stay here.
Yep.
Hi.
Hey.
So this round is going to be the rapid fire question round. Happy about that?
Really love that one.
Always happy. You're going to have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. I will not repeat a single question. So it's either a pass or an answer.
Yes.
Do you understand the task?
Yes.
Perfect. Which are the 2 principal wine growing regions of Canada?
British Columbia and Ontario.
What is the most important wine producing region of Lebanon?
Beka Valley.
Where is the principal area for Swedish wine growing located?
Kullahalvön.
In which country is the region of Kakheti located?
Kakheti is located in Armenia.
What grape variety is most closely associated with the Nemea region?
Adriatico.
In the foothills of which mountain range are the grapes for the wine Aoyun grown?
Tibet.
Which Hungarian wine region borders Austria by Lake Neusiedlersee?
Karst.
On what island is the grape variety Chiacarello commonly found?
Sicily.
What is the synonym for Chardonnay in Styria?
Morillon.
In which 2 states is the Columbia Valley AVA located?
Quebec and pass.
Which is considered to be the flagship variety of the Elgin region?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Vipara is located within which region of New Zealand?
Canterbury.
When does the blending take place in traditional method sparkling winemaking?
In the beginning, still wines.
What is the main grape variety in Salice Salentino DOC?
Primitivo.
Name one of the Portuguese grape varieties now permitted to plant in Bordeaux AOC. That's time. Thank you.
Okay. Quick one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would like to keep going with that one. It felt nice.
Okay, so next task number 4, is going to be presented of Anna, but you can stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. We would like to eat oven-baked salmon with lemon sauce, dill, and roasted potatoes. And I know that you would like to recommend a white wine for this, but I'm actually up for a really heavy red wine with a lot of identity. Can you please recommend something for us? And you will have 2 minutes to complete the task.
Yes. Well, what could be more ID driven, if you say, than a Napa cab? And this is not as strange as you might think. We are looking for Dario's number 2, or the second, from Dario's. It's located in Napa Valley, and it's from 1991 vintage, so it's a little bit more developed. It got a little bit softer tannin structure that can still be a little bit tricky with the salmon, but we are working with a lot of salt and a lot of acidity, and we have this dill. And dill can be very similar to the flavors of American oak, which means that we actually can build a bridge between those 2 flavors in the pairing. The wine itself, it will be decanted to remove sediment and aerated 3 hours before service, to make it really open up, but also polish that tannin structure a little bit. And I would like to serve it in large tulip-shaped glasses at the temperature of 14 degrees Celsius, a little bit cooler. And this will make the style a little bit leaner, a little bit fresher. And acidity will be really the main component to make this work. The tricky bit about the salmon is that it's a lot of acidity, but it's also a lot of umami, but it's also these layers with fat. And tannins and acidity will break down that fat and really make that fruitiness of the wine come forth. A Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, from an icon producer as Darius, is also a many-layered wine, especially when it gets a little bit of age. And I think that some of these little bit more developed aromas with notes of tobacco and leather.
Time. Okay, many tasks today. Tack. So, task number 5. In front of you, you find 3 papers. Your task is to choose one of them and in 2 minutes tell us as much as possible about what's written on the other side of the paper. The time will start when you turn the paper. Did you understand the task?
Yes.
Good. So this one, you choose one?
Oh, okay. So I'm not allowed to look what it is? No. Okay. So on my note, it says 1855. This is a very important year for the region of Bordeaux in France. What was that they hosted the world competition about like famous and important things for the development of humanity, basically. And France, they were very proud of their wines, and they sent their best wines from Bordeaux. And there was not everything that was rated. They choose these wines basically by the price point. They thought that the best wines would be the wines that actually cost the most at this point. And it became a rating of the cruise of the left border, the left bulk of Bordeaux. So we have Saint-Estèphe, Pauillac, Saint-Julien, Margaux, and also one wine from what would be Pessac-Léognan. They rated 4 premier crus, I would say excellent wines. There were Lafite, Latour, Margaux, and Haut-Brion. And what's interesting about this is not that this was something picked out of the air. Just a couple of years before this, the president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, had been traveling in the area and made almost the same classifications of these different chateaux in Bordeaux. And these wines have been very important for the business of Bordeaux. Well, it's a little bit of getting a nice fortune cookie in that sense that if everyone expect you to deliver very great wines.
Great work. How are you feeling now?
Well, I could go on for a couple of hours or so about this subject.
Yeah, so 2 minutes is hard to pick out the best.
Well, I might not be the fastest sommelier, but looking to be one of the nicers.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so next task number 6. We're going to look at the PowerPoint.
Yes.
This task is about identification of pictures. You will see 20 pictures in total. Please give full name and occupation for the person on the picture. Each picture will stay for 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
This is He's a wine writer at Wine Spectator. I Drink to That is a podcast. Don't remember his name, but I could recommend that one. It's a good one. Wine journalist. This is Genesis Robinson. She is a writer and journalist. This is a winemaker. He's located in South Africa, Swartland. This is a winemaker, and this is Didier Dagenot. He's located in Parfumé, France. This is a winemaker, Ernst Lawson, located in the Mosel Valley. Stephen Spurrier, he died, unfortunately, but he's wine writer as well, wine merchant. This is a wine maker. He's located in Burgundy. Winemaker. He's located in California. Winemaker. He's located in Burgundy. Francois Lurton, he's a winemaker and located in Bordeaux. This is also a winemaker, and he is located in Bourgogne. This is Andreas Larson. He's famous. But he won the World Championships in 2007, and he is located here in Stockholm. Serge Stubbs, also a world champion, located in France. This is Mark, German Mark. Mark Almert is located in Germany and is also a world champion. Sommelier. Gérard Bertrand, also world champion, been located in a lot of places, but last London, he's deceased. And this is Caroline Reynolds. She is a sommelier located in Latvia. This is Ulf Wagner. He is he's a famous chef and sommelier from Gothenburg. This lady is also a winemaker, and she's located in Burgundy.
Great work. Was some familiar faces?
Well, I'm happy to recognize a lot of them, and there's a lot of people that I really admire their works, but the names just disappear for me.
No, right. Okay, so next task is going to be at the PowerPoint as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're a new sommelier at the restaurant and working with the previous sommelier's wine list. You believe that the wine list has some faults. We would like you to correct the wine list. 5 marks will be given per correct answer. 2 minus will be given per incorrect answer, but you will not be given any minus for not answering at all. You will have 30 seconds per slide.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
The 2007 Ferrari Giuliano Ferrari Riserva della Fontoria is not in Franciacorta. It's located in Trentino. So the 2019 Inniskillin is not located in Aconcagua. This was also a fault on the last slide. They are located in Niagara Peninsula. So the Sadi family Soldat, it's not based on Cinsault. This is a Grenache-based wine. The 2012 Château d'Yquem was not made. I would recommend 2011 instead. And Côte-Nari is not a region. Yes.
Good work. So is it different to have this audience instead of a big audience that you're used to?
If I would pick any audience, it would be this one.
Okay, good one. Charming judges, okay. So let's go to task number 8. It's going to be on the PowerPoint. You will now on the PowerPoint see cocktails based on gin. Your task is to give all the ingredients to the drink cocktail named. You get 1 mark per correct ingredient, but 1 minus mark if you name an incorrect ingredient. Try to complete as many cocktails as possible. If you finish on time with 75% correct answer, you will be giving 5 extra marks. You have 3 minutes in total.
Yes.
Okay.
Gimlet is gin and lime juice, sugar syrup, and ice. Negroni is with gin, Campari, and red vermouth, and a slice of orange. Vesper is a dry martini. It's gin and it's Lillet vermouth, and served also with some pale zest of lemon. French 75 is French 75 is not made with gin; it's made with cognac. Aviation is with gin and maraschino cherries and violet liquor and lemon juice. Gin and tonic is a very nice gin served with tonic water and some nice things on top, like a slice of lemon. Pass. It's gin, pineapple juice, cranberry juice, and there is maraschino cherries. Pass. Gin.
So, cocktails. Do you work a lot with cocktails?
Well, I prefer to drink them late at night, which might affect the recipe memory. But well, it's a beautiful group of beverages.
True. Where do you work now? You live in Gothenburg?
Yes.
Yeah.
And right now, well, I'm stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, true.
But I am located at Wolfgang Vincafe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And which belongs to a little bit of a larger group. So there is some smaller restaurants out by the coast for the summer, and we also opened up a new wine bar called Raffel in the hipster quarters of Gothenburg.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that sounds nice. So if you look into today, what has been the most fun and most difficult part, do you think, about the different tasks?
Well, time management is always difficult, of course. But I think that it's one of the most difficult things was actually to come here and do this competition during this a little bit of a abnormal year.
Yes.
The most fun part is actually to be here. I had a lot of fun during the day. I think that some of the more practical tasks today were really, really enjoyable. But also I will give a hands up for the theory test. Well, I always enjoy a nice test in the morning.
Okay, so let's do task number 9. We can go to the table over here. Okay. Your task is to pour a bottle of champagne divided into 10 glasses and empty the bottle. The bottle must be empty when the last glass is poured. You are not allowed to go back to a previous poured glass when you have started to pour a new glass. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go. That went well.
Well, I know which glass that is mine.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Emma, you are done for now. So you can have a deep breath, go downstairs, take it easy, relax, and we will get you when it's time to come up again.
Thank you.
Okay, so big applause for Emma. Okay, so we are quite on schedule. I think we will have around 20 minutes now. So a break for you. We are going to do the results and we will be back at 7 o'clock to announce the new Swedish champion. So see you then.
Hello guys, I am Gérard Bertrand. I am here at Sigalus Estate with this beautiful red wine, and this is a great opportunity for me to share with you a glass of Sigalus today. This is a very distinctive estate because this is where I live with my family, and of course this is where also we start to apply the biodynamic process 20 years ago. You know, I hope you will enjoy the competition, and I wish you a great source of inspiration and also success. Cheers.
I'm in Villanova the Gaia, and I'm going to be making my favourite port cocktail, the classic port and tonic. So I've got here the Graham's Blend Number 5, which is an incredibly unique and versatile wine. It's actually the first ever white port that we blended specifically for mixing. So we've got a glass with a good amount of ice, and we put in about a third of the white port, and then we top it up with about 2/3 of tonic. You can use here your favourite tonic. My favourite's the Mediterranean because it really balances it out the cocktail. So the Blend Number 5 has two main grape varieties in it, which are the Moscatel Gallego and the Malvasia Fina, which are incredibly aromatic grape varieties, which make this port and tonic blended with the tonic an incredibly light and refreshing drink. So then we garnish with some lemon and a fresh sprig of mint to really bring out those flavours and give it that extra tang. You can garnish your port and tonic with anything you like, strawberries, raspberries, try it with different herbs, which really give it a different profile every time. But this is my favourite. Cheers. And good luck to all of you in the Swedish Sommelier Championship.
Okay, we had a lot of questions from you on the Facebook that you would like to know the right answers to the different famous wine personalities. So I have Jenny with me who's going to tell you about that. And we can also tell you about the wines they tried. We are going to tell you on Instagram afterwards. So please go in and follow our Instagram, Sommelierföreningen, and look at the wines over there afterwards.
Yes.
But you go ahead.
Yes, so we have 20 different wine personalities, and the first one on the screen is Steven Spurrier, he's a wine journalist. The next one is Levi Dalton, also a wine journalist, and also he has a podcast named I'll Drink to That. Follow that one. Next person is Mats Erik Nilsson, he's an author. Upcoming, we have Jancis Robinson, wine journalist. And then we have Jeb Dunnock, wine critic. And this is Didier Daguenot, winemaker, wine producer. We have Ernst Lawson, winemaker. We have Jacques Lardier, he's a former winemaker at Maison Louis Jadot. Mariano Garcia, winemaker at Bodegas Mauro. William Harlan, founder of Harlan Estate in Napa Valley. Franco Biondi Santi, died 2013, winemaker. Denise Duberdois, winemaker in Bordeaux. Tony Bodenstein from Weingut Prager, winemaker. Oh, and this is the young Andreas Larson. He is the region best sommelier of the world 2007. He's a sommelier. Serge Dubs, best sommelier of the world 1989, sommelier. Mark Almert, region best sommelier of the world 2019, sommelier. Gérard Bertrand, best sommelier of the world 2010, passed away 2019. And this is Paz Levinson, sommelier, also used to compete. And this is actually Göran Hägglund, chairman of the board at Systembolaget. Last but not least, we have Becky Westerman-Hahn, Decanter Hall of Fame 2019. And that was it. Thank you.
So how many of those did you know?
All of them.
From start?
Yeah.
Okay, good work.
Just
Good work.
kidding.
I didn't.
No.
I also said the wrong time because I was looking at the clock that was standing still. So we are going to meet in maybe 15 minutes, Jenny? Is that okay? Yeah, so 15 minutes and we're going to announce the Swedish champion. Okay, welcome back everyone. We are now going to announce who is the Swedish champion of 2021 in Sweden. We have 3 candidates in the final. We have 2 very experienced competing sommeliers. We have Emma, who was the Swedish champion in 2018. We have Ellen, who is the ruling Swedish sommelier of 2019. And we have Marcus, who is the first time in the finals. Please give them a big applause behind your screens at home and come up on stage. So, how are you feeling? Ellen, nervous?
Good. No, it's. I mean, what's done is done. We can't really affect it now. Just eager to know the result. I would say.
Just cheers in champagne.
Yeah, it's been nice to have something in the glass.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Good for the nerves.
Emma, feel the same way?
Well, it's been a long day. A lot of impressions, but I'm very, very happy and proud to be here with Marcus and Ellen.
And Marcus, first time.
First time
in the finals.
It's been a really fun day, challenging. As Emma said, really happy to be here, and it's been a fun day.
Okay, so let's end your misery and have Fredrik and Janni on stage.
So I know that you're very nervous right now. Who is going to take the cup home? And as always, we want to prolong in this as much as possible, not to give you any results straight away, just to simmer the feeling a little bit and let just all the nervousness build up and raise the tension basically.
Yeah.
So I think that Janni, if we were going to announce the 3rd place.
Yeah. And to say the least, I'm really proud of all 3 of you. I'm actually proud of all candidates that have been competing today. Amazing. On 3rd place, we did a really good job. We have Marcus Hellingsson. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Great job.
Thank you very
Job
much.
well done. And I know it's very tough to be up against these 2 ladies.
Yes,
They're really, really good. So, ladies, I know that this is what you've been competing for all day. All the blood, sweat and tears that has gone through the competition all day. And we will now announce the Swedish Sommelier Champion of 2021. And I say a big congratulations to Miss Ellen Francione.
Congratulations. Jag vet. Men, not to forget, a brilliant job on second place, Emma.
Thank you.
Congratulations, really good job.
Nice.
Great job, and great job, everyone. And you know, Ellen, it's actually a custom to drink from the cup.
Now I don't need to share it because it's COVID times, right?
Exactly,
Yes.
it's all yours.
Du är fusk, du har ju städat den.
So you are going to take some photos?
Yeah.
And we are telling you thank you so much for joining us today. We would like to say thank you to all the sponsors that made this competition, that we could have this competition. We have a great team behind the scenes with the judges and the people who've been actually making this competition, and the film team, of course. We would like to say thank you to Restaurangakademien, where we are situated today, and of course to all the competitors, you who've been viewing this competition with us. And I think I had all of them. Did I? Where are you? There you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm done. So thank you and goodbye. Gud så varmt.
Ja.